Anna, I thank you.
Abusuafo mechia obibia me wagidie se nyame adomte no obia hoye na ene nso yasan astart your live program na me wagidie se ubenya mre na one ya atanase akwa akosi awiye na wahwe program yi 1 hour with monofie nti na yebe copy a lot of content ene na ya kire ya adwen ya mema yakwanya wonso yebebie phone lines na tom WhatsApp line 0508117781 na wonso wo de wadwen kire aba nti wo de ba yebeje atom na fide ye no aye adwuma na bom na se ne de bia ye no ye hya de na se news na aba Ghana edikan ene atifo ana mamo hwe nyina na sa news no na fide free wire the actual content of the day na ba na I think say your topic na ibe ho adwuma na Isaac Adongo e kan sembe nti ye no na ya de a ye ba best stress on that point na fide ya bobu ma hwe say e possible say yebetima ye say adwuma no nti ye hya say no me pa cha mo menko hwe Isaac Adongo na asema okay no o say we will isolate and arrest me ya opeso kire ne say se nyamenya akwanya na NDC eba power obi a wabokoro no Ghana bia no NDC be make sure say ye be punish no na mom and now mo nyina bom together as a team no wotwem ba bia entwen uye bibia na afedi omode kwan bi so edrere ko nti NDC ba power nyankmo kopon ma yakwanya 2024 NDC ba power wotu fia e be peke one after the other na afedi edo akogina court one after the other na edo akogina court nti me pa chomo yenti honorable Isaac Adongo.
There are certain things I don't want to say. Sometimes your powers are stronger when the person is naked. At this moment in time, we know what will happen if you go to court. So when everybody is left alone, the president is sitting somewhere, Attorney General is sitting somewhere, Ken Oforeta is sitting somewhere, and Addison is sitting somewhere, we cannot isolate and arrest. At this point, they are together fighting you. So we are very careful to choose our battles. But we just want to serve warning that they must produce the Attorney General's opinion that said that this law does not apply to Bank of Ghana. Even though Bank of
All right, nti asema honorable Isaac Adongo e kana no say for now because they are together now. Momba bia Ghana for no NPP for your margin to say yes some criminal gang bisa and they've teamed up then fighting against the nation. Nti your mohia enye. And that is what honorable Isaac Adongo is talking about for now. Say NDC nya kwenya eba power na there. What are you gonna do now? And say you isolate you, then we pick you, then I bonekwena wedding the whole kwadu ediabo. Now, moving forward, and there's something I want the NDC to learn from NPP. Inya presidency obu ayino. And this is a very serious statement. I'm say NDC for take the matter up, then we know how to deal with this kind of situation. The first thing they say, NDC make sure say the youth now more party no. You be more the opportunity to develop their talent. Come 2024, 2025, me sure say NDC ever power. And this is something I'm appealing to our president incoming, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. On one case, take opposition now. How our NDC youth and fighting for the party. NDC youth, they are all out doing everything possible to make sure that His Excellency John Dramani Mahama becomes the next president of the country. Na mesreno, ubenya kwenyana ma ondiba munu hambo. Oma youth need the opportunity to develop. NPP former who was Obimko school crowd double or to circle automobile phones. Yes, he was a national security operative at Kotoka International Airport. That double nine it miko boss am George Asomono. And the NPP am any opportunity who say unko school kwana or Juma with my abayno. Sre NDC abay Excellency John Dramani Mahama, Ere Fifi Kote, General C. Dunketi am Sremo. At this redeke sepa me to many say NDC nya kwanya ba power youth in the Sremo, Mamunya or Manjejemu. And yes, I'm a bit disappointed party no. Very, 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 very big time. A bit disappointed party no. Kesiye pa. Inti Mr. Omenhwe. All right, Abuja Fonti Yanko Yenim. Na BCE over 600,000 students and actually BCE exams almost shall and enti yema omunyina tiri enkwa. We gidi same bit my na on the other news no wenchi MP honorable Alhaji Seidu enya adaje ko wanchi ne wanchi babunu no akwatwetwe nkomo ama mo kuna hye sem say ne be ya wo metimi akọ fight akwakonya better future for the party. Enti me try say menya this spokesperson for wanchi na fe de ye ne akasa on the line. Enti mreso a on say be enti BC students ne mesremo munya kokuduro e wo mse Ghana aye de na so mo na mo ye the future of the nation. Se muni ho a man no eni ho. Enti obi a wanya kwanya say o three exams ne bia mesrew power bia de be bom awuram atime firi ho akọ SS atime akọ wanim bi ma be boa man bia no mesrew munya sa adwen po no entum tim se mbetimi abobra pa e de ma Ghana na Ghana nya ntoma pa bi afra. Enti ene na ya de a mepese monso ye de ehye mun kurane. There is something I mepese ye kasa enso fa hona me ya akwala meko GHS no na ye three exams a omo transport ye nyina from obia various schools they kosia on one center omo cultural exams no, and that is still happening in Ghana. Say school for bachelor exams as at now GHS for other na educational policy bin tima say school na otimo an why na bachelor exams no now if they just send transport from one point to the other send bachelor exams and those kind of things. The problem I have with African leaders and they say they seem not to be coming up with innovative ideas ebe boa man ama man akoso because e baby am nyina duru na se me ya akwala na ade a me ye eno an da so ko school mu dia na me sere me kan leaders na mo Africa no mo disappoint Africans too much nti esere mo oma honso yenhwe ho yie yekoye ne mu nso a Niger ECOWAS mo ultimatum said they wanted to come and attack or intervene or something like that. Nti what the Niger juntas did say they have closed the airspace. Send be ya ultimate for plane be ya emure Niger because they believe say ECOWAS for ni akwanya bi asa and I say they don't even understand why ECOWAS people should come there. But men so future them ECOWAS leaders and they say they should learn from Kenya. I know your topic I think I will stress on the point because menya professor be from Somalia and the you know, so when Somalia had this kind of situation, no, what Kenyan troops and then the government of Kenya did say they went to Somalia to attack. Then it became a confrontation between Al-Shabaab militants, no more operating in Somalia. No, they also revenged back in Kenya. And the problem Ghana need this year Kesepa Professor Kofi Awono ekwohwere ne nkwa West Mall Gate Kenya. Yeah. Because Al-Shabaab for attack. And then I'm pleading to ECOWAS leaders no understanding the situation in Niger before if they will move in and they should move it. Other than that, creating a big problem for the continent. And as a sub-region, you're careful with this kind of things. They're going to create a lot of problems for us. And to ECOWAS leaders, more the pressure from the West as we speak. More because they should also think say Nigerians and so they are also part of your continent, a part of your sub-region. And see, where we say attack or you have to also make sure citizens be more also when we are ubenya problem also. And they should exercise patience, then we all know how to deal with this kind of situations. Now, you remember so how the coup is happening in Africa and this kind of or your sub-region, West Africa. We're going to share some ideas on that. Yeah, so one news and the Daily Graphic, there was a cabinet approved lithium policy, and then ECOWAS court case a Japan deal. I decided to put all these two things together because it seems like it's almost the same. One was a Japan deal nearby, a group of about 3 organizations, a petition ECOWAS court and say Ghana buying per se, or Ghana Japan deal, and Nipabia, Ubia Niba because any panacrom war, as we speak, ni more moto, or those who were engaged in this a Japan deal. No. Enti omo petition court and say court no betimi anka on shaban na ban enya is idea no, but what ECOWAS court is saying is omo I think say omo need any control over the Ghana ban person ordinary resources so omo brushing it off. But as we know the NPP are buying the way they are cartels, they are criminal organizations ntombe ton ajapade no ye den a emfin negosi na si a ombe implement no ma ton Ghana ajapade nyina fa. And the same way the minister so first of all, say Ghana cabinet approve say Ghana your lithium be no more or exploit. No, you need to Ghana minerals and moja here, but it all seems to be the same news now. Let's take it also like that. Samia Ukunso can't NPP for say winning 2024 elections tough for NPP. So and this is one of the news I'm saying. So no unya kwenya na obaline. So I say we send the message and I say join a straight call. A WhatsApp line mum there, so use it 0508117781. Now unya hwakwanya and also ubetime e de wadwen kire aba na afedi atwetwe nkomo no enso bi e de afri ho, because NPP, I'll be very surprised NPP to me win in this year election. I'll be very, very surprised. Because one can say who say Amamuno Mubuno and Yadi ever Boagana. No. The Samia Wuku is now telling them say Enyadia Amamuno Equi. Aqua may even NPP could have baby and Usu. If I told me MP or Tiwa Usu, because on one was say Nanado born homo DBs on Emfa.
We should think about the poor. We are of mine home. And the Amuya Ghana, and yet it's very painful. It will be no your bumpire. I just said, me have me. The two things said on my way, yeah. The Akufad way. Why? On my baby. On my baby. Into more you uncle for home. And the dear man, your son, me a troll. And two Akufad way you have troll. We should think about the poor. We are of mine home. And the Amuya Ghana, and yet it's very painful. It will be no your bumpire. I just said, me have me. The two things said on my way, yeah. The Akufad way. Why?
Enti se wo hwe papa panyi pa wote wa osu ya na se amamu no one kasa hu se enya de a ekoyi. Enti Ghana, oh yeah, Hosemo, papa pa ni no TV so no osu a e be yara hosem, because akwa join the wrong political party and na oyo mo hwe a enye yie. Enti mehwe na mensa ka Ira Farouk Samo. Farouk ba ja wote me kan nwumre.
Yeah, me too, Kapa.
Na Ghana te sen.
Ghana. So, Ghana again to say ntafo awo no.
Da nyame ase se na na do te ase nko ade man en shake man ho dendenden otumi dware wo wiem ni na ma
Man din.
e man nsuo to mu yeso one se wa bronyi na onabo alaji seidu ahye wanchi nkuna ne wanchi youth no motwe BC nkuna ne na pacho wadwen kire ne san wo ho
We there. Em say asempa because on say akwala dia akwala ko exam so you be amofo bana broni e from exam phobia. Alakwa akwala bia yenye ka say ko exam so ya I am shishie kakra e wona fam. Nti wakwa MP a odwen enipa ho odwen kwala ho a fi say omukọ school ni na no homa contribution every book or odima classes hours are offer teachers may boa omo ni akadia bia say di ma omo computers a wochiche man kurase school kitwa ni kase nyina no mra aso say omo kwakotwe exam so eye say o wa be kasa a she omo nkran ama omo e France hope
yes
say bia de omo kwakotwe ma omo so de omo sua na omo kwakotwe because e tomre bia panic no kura timi manipa no ebo ehu timi bo no abra on timi tro ade papa bia anti say your pain a odwe omo sa no omo ni omo afu ni say mre bia no odwe omo ho
no correct
or the computer si ba akadia e say on be sua de bia the bra omo tim na afu say omo ko exams na ono asan yi neti e be mo omo san pressure no dia me gidi say ni fan no.
all right me da say ufri wanchi nti na jaye na watwetwe wanchi komonti onabo Alhaji Seidu Haruna ya chana nyumre so onabo obo yumapa nti ye befe say nyame ya adoma next year wanchi fo betime asan atoba no ede ama onabo Haruna Seidu na me na range conversation kakra nti e no so me ne be pay date na afide ya twetwe ho nkomo Farouk na Ghana say aban ne person san ko fa Japan deal e ba biem or san da ko fa different corner na uhu say ebe boa Ghana na say emboa Ghana.
Hey onia enye papa we ya na ka say ya so no hey nya papa we ya na country say onu de oba from the boy ni kata hye ade a ebon a on pese obeti ni pampan
No correct.
nya papa we ya na was where in our country Ghana for say obi biara we ya wa wi say o peska biara no nya wa wi say o be fan woni office na kono ko pe bia obenya ska na nya on no office by office na obenya ska no.
No correct.
E ko ba ni say na mo ba ya ya bokro no left and right. Na fe ave ade ko chia onya hu say bibia just a wo opposition so a wo be say wo opposition kura wo be say wo control your resources eno no ngin ni say ebe yi na Ghana for yempene sade anu na yempene chinanti so ma dwen ya o mo say on be fo koti ba so ana koti kwanse bi a oni your resources a nya de ebe yi ne yi china ena ya fia ni ehwe o mo say krodom yempene na yempene chinanti e say sade ende e say o mo ya o ma dwen kwa say be because nya de ebe possible
na NPP so futu bi akwa ma NPP from Samia Wuku say 2024 election enya de a ebe ye fode amomo na eno so uhu ni sen
emi say signal no aheba no so o ma o mo hu na abaya ono aba o kan kire Ghana for say ono de ade a efra no krono de on so na ade akwachi a nipa na ono apa no say on bambe ya adwuma no mai as a special prosecutor no adanse ebe na obetuma no o kan just na Nadu Danko Akufo-Addo is the mother serpent of corruption ana yes ana o kan
sa pepepe
a mother serpent of corruption and na kan na afei de wasa koye ni clearing agents
sa
obi bo Ghana krono obi bo e krono biara yan kwati a onu mom na ye e clear
ni pa no
ti na mi ya afei de mo se e bo e ba na ni ya ma mi ya e ko bia ni $1 million ni 700,000 euros ni ska bebrebe a e ko hu no ni fie wo en no go ase di ma no
sa
nti we futo ka se e di ma ye nuanu mo a o ma adwin sa o mo de party no o mo som no ye Ghana na o mo do esa se nipa no a o wi asika no sabi oni o ye busia ni ko asika no on why di ma na still a wo da fi di akire a akire ma na se adwin ho nti de o mo ye no de se aba be clear e o Ghana for ni na se amambo boni e na o mo ye nti babi a o ma di Ghana e kono ye kwan pa e me se ansa na wo be fra mi no uma eni ayudi NPP di ba ama MP no be kasa wosu
yes
ono chiraw se amambo no enkoyie ena wa he babi inflation pay di akọ Ukraine ni Russia no aye kunta kwakrampo no inflation no ana China no a covered efiri ba aye krampo no inflation na ndi omusa na no ma min ka asam bi chiraw ayi ansa na ba ga kin ka media budget ayi expert ba aye wono aye food basket babi anuane efiri eba Ghana ana mewa Bono is one of the highest rated inflation in Ghana.
yes
That's and one is saying that me. Baby idea aduane na free background no. Inflation akọ 60-70%. Just say I maybe I came say o ma were. Even say 30 cedis on fanko dwa ne 30 cedis on here I know the better trot akọdwa. Nti the econo enya the papa di ma Ghana man. Since the sika no omo amoye or within the corridors of power no omo na sabi omo hu say Ghana for e hu kire na ye de timamfo no de ye hu kire nti omo amo aban mo no mo ne say de econo enye papa.
All right, me that's Farouk Samu enti abusafo Farouk Samuna ye na atwetwe nkomo no ye nuan NDC ne kese pa otime bo adwuma kese pa de ma NDC na ye hwese ibenya the spokesperson for the MP of Wanchi na afedi ye ne no atwetwe nkomo nso a na wa kire ye MP no adwuma pa oye ede ma abusuafo a omowo Wanchi na afedi ye firi ho a ye nkomo twetwe no nso no ya peke free ho because ya hu say MPs no mo ye mantem no just be every day be a single one of them out na nyoma pa omo ye omo various constituency no ye timi champion se ne be ya omo nso no betimi anya nkuranhyesem bi afiri ba bibi na omo de aye nema eso omo de ye enti me hwese metimi de menu ya na ka ho a menu ya me mo adwo nwumre
senior
me mo adwo nwumre
Major so senior
we live 1 hour with Monofie na
okay
ya twetwe nkomo nti ye pese wo Wanchi na oni MP na media ubo ne tofa de my BCE fo a omokwa akotwere exams no ye hu ni news say MP akosa so ma amom nkuna hyesem bebre na pese hu say MP obey MP no djuma ku obey pa na wa in education e wo Wanchi constituency
yo senior meda wase bebre Mamifa sa kwanya we so enchia na menchia abijafo nyina aka no ene obi a wo hwe eti wo so na mesanchia honorable Alhaji Saidu Haruna a woye MP edema Wanchi constituency in the Bono region of Ghana. What bisa asem de asem na obisa na so papa esan se ye ka se ye kan nsem no a ye nkan wi
ade beche
na de te nyina no se woye obi a umosua eda na koma so ansa na obabe MP ne mpo na obeye MP no so no esan se umosua eda na koma so no wode ye no fapem ba ko a edi nanimu a obo adwuma as the MP go so by no hwe entrepreneurship wo hwe social amenities and other things na eni nyina ya de eda na koma so na sere wo wasia bisa why specific e fa umosua no nti me de mensem nyina no begina umosua ho owura yi a ye fra Alhaji Saidu Haruna bae ye to abama no 2020 a obeye mrahye bedwafo e de ma Wanchi constituency no nyuma bebre e na waye e education sector no mu de di kan se mmofra benya kwanya asua ade a eye agina nemo bebre so
nokre
ebi ni den ebi ni dan a nkwala no betena mu asua ade enti wo bae no school dan bebre ho a na omotena bre no se de sitia na enye na ya se wo renovate dodo na wosi foforo so edema nkommofra no se me no kasai ukọ bipotrimu a eyade a wosi 3 unit classroom block ede ama mmofra omo na apata bi e no mote ase eno no nkamfo no wose da bi nkwala so adodo na omo wo ba bi etena sese no ewo dan a ombesua ade wo mu no na ho akade a ombetena so asua ade no eno so eyade a edi omo hia enti wose so mo wodan de a ende on so de nkonya eba betumo some no kasai about more than 15 basic schools a ewo constituency no mu na wo mo nkonya and obi be bisa say schools no be kura ne de okon yenkro nkito bi mu te se nanaduku ekoma nanaduku basic school nkonya eko so benso number 1 ekoma mu nkonya eko kokumanu Wanchi program ya yese ye wo mo Wanchi program ya ema omo so nkonya kwampensan drobo so methodist all nframa so ayayo people trimu ya osama omo so nkonya brono so jabankura esan so mu nyina no mu hia nkonya pa owura ise obebo omo a semika se omo mu nyina nkonya omo tena so edi esua ade na sabofra na nya nkonya ete so sua ade de a ende so no yese ye wo computer world
nokre
ye wo abefo wiase enti abefo wiase obi won kran wote computer nim ena odi sua ade ye de computer kire na ade na wo ba ye nkro nketwa we mu so na eye problem ni man kola ni bi ena o se da bi esan se akola wo akra ena akola wo boten so kwame pensan people trimu brono so jabankura no exam scroll na no mu nyina etworo nti ebenya so bebo omo mu nkura se no nti obo mode emma schools ahodo na so computers se omo emfansua ade no mo nkranfo na kuro kese fotomatfo nyina nso enye pe odi enoma omo wiye no wo se omfansi ho a nkola afi bi a ombetro exams no from 92 eba yenya MPB a wo organize mock edema mo from the school da but papa we oya honorable Alhaji Saidu Haruna eka said there be eyade a oba organize mock edema mmofra no se me no kasai 2021 we organize mock edema mmofra no last year 2022 organize mock esande mo
okay
afu we no schools no mock no mo ye no na edoso enti na ehia se wode no de no ba be ka ho biem na aburu nkwala no so ono se sa de ankwala we so onya mo kwa enti se me no kasai ende eyade akwala bofra bi a wotro exams ni bibia no enya mathematical set na nkwala dodo no so eye 2300
that's
enti
nice
203 no e o se da bi manafa kakra nka ho ebia no obi kura ba be ka 1.4 kura hu enti o this additional 16 and account 2300 no ho anu nyina kwaye 2316 a wode ma education panyifo se omo nchema mmofra no na Alhaji wɔyɛ MP wɔyɛ saa nneɛma wɔ nyinaa no mo sɛ deɛ meka nyinaa no akɔyɛ mmɔfra a wɔwɔ the basic schools
No correct.
na ɛsan sɛ wɔn nso wɔn asua dan akoma sɛlɛm di kan kan no wɔsan bu n'ani ɛkɔhwɛ de secondary schools so sɛm no kasa yi wokɔ Kwase a adeɛ asa sɛ woduru a esum nko a ba yɛsɛ wherever Alhaji Seydou Haruna go there's always light ɔbɔ mmɔden provide wɔn with street lights a woduru Istikama Senior High School campus so anadwo a wobɛka sɛ awia hɔ nyinaa bright ɛsan light a wɔde kɔma wɔn ɛno no nkamfoɔ no ɛyade a Kwase Senior High School ɔmo park a na ɛwɔ hɔ no ɛno na ɔmo bɛyɛ project ɔmo bɛsi dan wɔ hɔ nti na ɔmo so ɔmo ni park a ɔmo so ɛde bɛdwodwo ɔmo ho ɛsan sɛ mmerante de agudie nsɛm yɛ ɛdɛ nti ɔmo ni park ɛna ɔmo de bɛdan Alhaji Seydou Haruna na wɔn abosi dabi saa deɛ deɛ so handedly ɛyade ɔbɛ provide ɔmo with a playing field a sɛmika sɛ wɔde ɔse ayɛ ɔyɔ a wɔma Kwase Senior High Technical School for a football playing field a ɛyɛ very standard ɛde ama ɔmo so esi akan wɔ so.
Okay.
Na ɛba na education a ɛnyɛ basic schools ne secondary schools nko a ɔba kurom a ɛyade a yɛwɔ tertiary institutions ebi ne Al Farouk College of Education ebi ne Methodist University College ɔmo so ɛwɔ ha ɛne Methodist University Nurses College na ɔmo so anyi ɔmo anja.
Okay.
O provide ɔmo so with street lights a sɛmika sɛ wokɔ hɔ mo nyinaa no ɛyade a wokɔ anadwo bɛka sɛ yɛwia mpo na wode akɔ hɔ nom no ɛna ebiom Al Farouk College of Education yɛwura sɛ dabi mo so mo hia mo yɛ school foforɔ mo so park a mo si ho mo di agorɔ wɔ so no mo ni bi ma yɛ bi ama Kwasefoɔ ɛyɛ sɛ me yɛ bi ma ɔmo so wɔsan de ɔsɛ yɛyɔ ɛkɔmɔ ɔmo so park a ɔmo so esi akan wɔ so akɔdwiri so kama ɛna kama ɛde ama ɔmo ɛna ɔsan ma ɔmo computers mo san gye computers ɛnsan sua adeɛ na ntumi ɛmoa mmɔfra no a ɔmo ɛbɛgye nteteɛ aba abɔnten as teachers a ɔmo abɛkyerɛ nkɔla no adeɛ na panyini anaasɛ teacher ni so no wɔgye nteteɛ no wɔnim computer mu a ɔbɛyɛ dɛn na ɔba abɛkyerɛ nkɔla no computer nti Alhaji kɔma ɔmo so computers a sɛmi kasa so no computers no abu ɔmo so a teacher for ɔmo so ɛgye teacher nteteɛ no ɔmo so esua dodoɔ na aba abɔnten asa abɛkyerɛ yɛwɔ hɔ fa asɛm yɛ mma ɛne mmɔfra no a ɔmo ɛwɔ wɔnkyi constituency no ɔmfa nsi obi mu.
Okay.
Wɔsɛ sɛ ɔmo schools no nyinaa bia ɛyɛ adeɛ a woba education mu ɛwɔ constituency mu a yɛwɔ panyin a wɔda ano na panyin wɔne ne municipal director of education.
Sir.
Municipal director of education obɛkipu data obɛgye interest ne nasefoɔ ɛdeɛ ɛna nso ɛde kipu data ne ayɛ no interest wɔn sɛ hwɛ mu no na yɛbɛnya sɛ yɛbɛpɛ computer bi de akɔma no na nso de asi no office no table so na document bi a yɛsɛ wɔnya bia correspondence bi a yɛsɛ wɔyɛ bia no wɔn nso bɛyɛ no on the net nti wɔn abɔ Alhaji Seydou na bɔ mmɔden ɛde computer ɛde kɔma yɛ maami sɛ wɔn nso nfa nkyisi no office na wɔn nso fa mbɔ no dwumadi a wɔdi ɛde boa the education within the constituency and the municipality in general no nti wohwɛ education na say we bebrebe a wayɛ nyinaa no ɛde ama education no yɛnya nsonsansoɔ because and obi esua ade a abɔfra kɔ school a but no susudeɛ no ɛyɛ baako pɛ ɛne ne deden ɛne ne sɛ wɔtoro nsɔhwɛ a no mmɔno no ɛna ɛbɛkyerɛ sɛ investment na ana mmoa MP no bua no mfa so ɛba so ana ɛnyɛ adwuma wohwɛ 2021 a 2020 na mmɔfra no yɛnya 34% in all ɛba no BC rank no anase average mark no the whole municipal nya 34%.
I see.
Wohwɛ the BC league na wanchi ɛwɔ fam koraa yɛyawe koraa but in 2021 move ko 50%. Essence a mock na waye ma mmofra no ene mo de boy education no ama mmofra no mmɔ no apeja
eso papa
eno no biem eyade a in 2022 mmɔ no equal 67%. Esa mmɔ no ba wasan ede abo mo no and na me wure yafi kura no wasan ma teachers dodo na laptops so mo nje emfa nsua ade emfa nya research fa nkɔ kyerɛ mmofra no so ade eti wohwɛ mmɔ na papa no abo within the constituency na ayade a reflect the results of the BEC for 2022, 2021 and 2022 results na wasi so mbofra no entimi at least between 90 to 100%. And then the guidelines and then mo number and no target a wo dey sin ani so a wo boa nwomasua e wo constituency no mo senior.
Eda said that ne Haruna
It
Alaji
is asem foforo bi wo bi mu a na wo be bisa.
me wajidi wa Alaji mko Alaji Ibo Juma me amanya kwanya se ne wa onim no me ne honorable ananti bebre nti no ma hu se honorable Ibo Juma
Senior.
nti Pacho Carlos otemenka
Senior.
Pacho otemenka. All right, I think say Carlos and Sheda and Kanti Carlos yadanase and Chichimuna Carlos de abano adea wabo juma. Now okwa Ghana parliament minority leader ebo juma pa masa juma na obo no. In fact, MP ni bi ho mo hihye mo. Yenkwane nguti MP ba ko he is surprised at a juma honorable ebo no honorable at forcing. You know honorable juma yi na wa colleagues ni ho hihye.
This at forcing at forcing.
Exactly, honorable. Adwuma na hobo no unia bi ho hye na ma isi hu asem kokora wonka. Sa na wo position a. Say Ghana na ade a din wo Ghana pa ma hu ni se ne be obi defend NPP. Adwuma din de ma aban so anya ne sa ono so ohunu ne ya wonka. Na over here screen so there's something I want us to do because man was say daily graphic possible so ultimate people to be online. I didn't know that. And I think say something I need to share with all of you. Send a bear in a bit me patronize made in Ghana goose send a in the piano. Inti ya welcome to mono so baby will be an over when say open so kind Ghana news there. Oko daily graphic ultimate or newspapers ni be online. Inti no message say my yin more mono company. Abusan for program here 1 hour with Munufi na ye ko yenim no nso no. There is a news and also me say ye ko ho pe almost a cool na eba so Africa no.
Président Vladimir Poutine, camarade président chef d'État.
Your Excellency, Mr. President, Comrade Vladimir Putin.
Bonjour.
Your Excellency.
Now, what I want us to do is a cool neck of Africa now. This particular one, there is something very fishy about it. So I want us to focus on the next video na eba na video we are machiramaje ewo ho. Inti we the youngest president of West Africa for now, Burkina Faso president. Now, he led a delegation to Russia. Inti me pacha mo yenkutie asema okan because one was say currently there are about 4 coup d'etats ewo your sub region ho. Inti one of them Burkina Faso. So this is the youngest guy or be the president. Now mama yenkutie asema call Russia and on Vladimir Putin ekokan. Then we build a case from there.
Président Vladimir Poutine, camarade président chef d'État.
Your Excellency, Mr. President, Comrade Vladimir Putin.
Bonjour.
Your Excellency, Chairman of the African Union, heads of the delegations, thank you. Hello. It gives me great honor to address you here this morning and to convey to you the fraternal greeting of my people. At the outset, I would like to thank the Almighty who allowed us to gather here today and to talk about the prosperity and the future of our peoples.
Africanité oblige, les droits de naissance, je me dois de m'excuser.
Camarades, j'ai quelques
questions donc de ma génération.
For maybe offending you somehow.
Mais nous n'avons pas de réponse.
My generation
nous pouvons laver
asks a lot of questions but does not get any answers.
En ce sens que la Russie est une famille aussi pour l'Afrique.
Here we feel at home.
C'est une famille parce que nous avons la même histoire.
Russia is also a family to Africa because we share history.
Pour libérer le monde du nazisme pendant la Seconde Guerre mondiale.
Russia has
Les peuples
sacrificed a
africains, nos
lot
grands-pères, ont été déportés de force aussi pour aider l'Europe
to
à se débarrasser
liberate
du nazisme.
Europe
Nous
and the
partageons la même
world
histoire en
from
ce sens que
fascism. During
nous sommes
World
les
War
peuples
II,
oubliés du
we
monde.
have shared history.
Qu'ils soient dans les livres d'histoire, dans
We
les
can say that
documentaires
we
ou
are
films,
forgotten
on tend
peoples
donc à
of the
balayer
world.
le rôle prépondérant qu'a joué la Russie
Be it
et de l'Afrique
movies,
dans cette lutte
books.
contre le nazisme.
In many
Nous sommes
ways, the role of
ensemble parce
Russia
que
and Africa in the fight against
Actuellement, nous sommes
Nazism
là
has
pour
been
parler
forgotten.
de
But
l'avenir
today
de
we
nos
stand
peuples,
together, and
de ce qui
today
va
we're
advenir
here to
demain,
talk about the
de ce
future
monde
of our
libre auquel nous
countries.
aspirons.
It's not
En
quite
abondance,
clear to
l'Afrique
me
est aujourd'hui
how come
le
that
continent le
Africa
plus
that
pauvre.
has so many resources,
L'Afrique est un
water,
continent
solar
affamé.
energy, how come that
Et comment se fait-il que les
currently
chefs
it
d'État
is the
traversent dans le
poorest
monde
continent
à
in the
mendier?
world with the
Voici des
highest
questions
levels
que
of
nous nous posons
famine?
et que nous n'avons pas de
How
réponse
come
jusque-là.
that we
Nous avons
have
l'occasion
to ask for help?
tisser de nouvelles
We
relations.
ask ourselves, but
Et
we
j'espère
don't
que ces
get any
relations
answers.
puissent être là
On
pour
behalf of
essayer
my
d'éradier l'Europe.
generation,
Ils
I
meurent
would
dans
like to say
l'océan.
that due to
Mais que
poverty,
prochainement,
many had
ils
to
n'iront pas
cross
traverser parce qu'ils
oceans
viendront devant nos palais pour
in
chercher leur
quest for a
existence
better
quotidienne.
life. At times they die,
Pour ce qui concerne le Burkina Faso,
at times they starve.
aujourd'hui nous sommes
It's hard for
confrontés
them to
depuis plus de
survive.
8 ans
As for Burkina
à la
Faso,
forme de
it's
manifestation
been
la plus
8
barbare, la
years
plus violente du
since
néocolonialisme
we
et de
have been
l'impérialisme.
facing the most
L'esclavage
barbaric
continue encore à
and
nous
violent
imposer.
form of
Nos
colonialism,
dévanciers nous ont
barbarism.
bien appris une chose.
We are imposed this modern
L'esclave
form
qui
of
n'est pas
slavery.
capable d'assumer sa révolte
We
ne
were
mérite pas
taught
que
one
l'on
thing.
s'apitoie sur son sort. Nous ne nous apitoyons pas sur nos sorts, on ne demande pas que quelqu'un s'apitoie sur notre
A
sort.
slave that
Le
cannot
peuple burkinabé a
rebel
décidé de lutter.
does not deserve pity.
Président Vladimir
Leaders
Poutine
of
a
African
annoncé
states
dans
should not
l'envoi
be
de céréales en
puppets
Afrique, nous sommes bien contents.
when
Nous lui disons merci pour
imperialists
cela. Mais aussi c'est un message
treat them
passé à nos
like
chefs d'État
that.
africains. Parce qu'au prochain
I would
forum,
like
nous ne
to
devrons pas venir
convey
ici
a message to heads
sans
of
avoir assuré
African
pour ceux
states.
qui ne connaissent pas la guerre l'autosuffisance alimentaire de nos peuples. Nous devons prendre l'expérience de ceux qui ont pu déjà
We need
atteindre cela en Afrique,
to ensure
tisser de bonnes relations ici et tisser
self-sufficiency
de
of
meilleures
our
relations avec
peoples, of our
la Fédération
countries.
de Russie pour pouvoir assouvir les besoins de nos populations. Je ne serai
We
pas
need to
peut-être long, le
ensure
temps est
food
imparti et très court.
self-sufficiency, and we
Nous
need
sommes
to
obligés
meet
de
all
nous
the needs
arrêter
of
à un
our
moment donné.
peoples.
Mais je voudrais terminer en disant que nous devons donc rendre hommage à nos peuples,
Since
à nos
there's
peuples
not
qui se battent.
much time left for my intervention, let me
Gloire à nos
pay
peuples,
tribute to
dignité à
our
nos
peoples
peuples,
that
victoire à nos
fight
peuples, la patrie ou la
against
mort.
all the
nous
evil.
vaincrons.
Glory to our
Merci,
people,
camarades.
respect to our people, and victory to our people. Thank you, comrade.
But Johan said this is an excellent speech, or this was an excellent speech delivered in Russia. And the seminar will come in the speech, and some African, or African, it's wailing about it, it's talking about it. That is what we all feel. Say, Africa has so much resources. I didn't know we are the poorest continent for now. Oko Nigeria, they are poor. Oko or in the country Burkina Faso, they are poor. Over Ghana is gradually becoming a failed state. So these sentiments are there. Any African is talking about it. But what I want us to understand is that Africans should start to think about the human resources and then we should leave the natural resources alone. Since the days of Adam, African focus on the natural resources. And the natural resources, they are not helping us. Why are we still talking about natural resources? We have Africa with the youngest continent. The youth in Africa. Over 50% of the people in Africa are the teeming youth. Why are we not focusing on these people, the assets in the world for now, the youth? Why are we still focusing on the natural resources? So he being the youngest president for now, I was expecting him to think, say he is going to use the youth in his country, not the natural resources. Because natural resources in Kita or Africa, we don't use it for anything. We will still come back and sell it to Sema Brofanano, and then they will determine how much they will buy the same things now. So why are we still talking about the natural resources and then leaving behind our teeming youth? Now they are ready to work. They have the brains and everything. And we are by now, everybody is talking about the human resources because I keep asking the farmers in Ghana this kind of question, but it might be some silly question or something like that. One iPhone, say, for now in Ghana now, may I say next month, a new iPhone is coming. I want to be Ghana, one to plan a bit more over 15,000 cities. Just one. Now, do cashew, Bono East, Bono half for Western North and Western region as a for cashew na don't cashew one bag saying. So why are we wasting our youth and say they should go into this kind of cashew, this cocoa and that's leaving behind say all the cashew they will need a mobile phone. Why? And these are things I expect Africans or African leaders to start to think about it. Now, this guy did something very surprising to me. Russia could deliver the same speech,
Le peuple vous soutient, le peuple africain vous soutient.
Watch this video carefully. We have delegation on the free African how echo Russia on this summit Okasa for less than 5 minutes. Look at the delegation on Adekwe.
Ouais. Merci pour le travail abattu. Encore tout sur vous. Et l'homme fort même. Voilà l'homme fort de l'Afrique. Pas que la France. Merci à vous, franchement.
We, the youth, we accuse the old people on our continent. Our leaders and the delegation can say, and we say, one who's also young president. He's doing the same thing. So I don't know, South Africa, whether we are cursed or whatever. I don't even understand what is wrong with Africans. Because Burkina ho now accuse the president and then pay for us. We am kokora for moon say wapom be leader now. Also the same thing I was away. It means cool leaders no more African or won't mean you who for my oba Ghana will be no why you cool why the people be Ghana until be cool my more be supporting no. African, we are not going to support them because in your leadership, he is also going to do the same thing. When you use democratic principles and never change your buying, and never buy. Now, we say this Nepal, so Janibi is also now so supporting. Now, say a lot of people are following these school leaders. They are not going to do anything. They will do the same. They will repeat the same mistakes in our leaders, and they are doing the same thing. That is what exactly the same thing they are also going to do. And not being a guy we exhibit, Burkina Faso. And no be no exhibiting. So this is the kind of problem we have in Africa. Now we will be so I on the news today and so on Kransa Norfa. Chaso Usu say or contest as independent candidate. Now if I just say in him Chaso Usu there, Mama Yanko on kind of Yanko if we are the Nensamaba.
When you mean see no need to him. Now so when you mean a pedia 2024. Major on Kransa North.
In Kransa North constituency, our region being
our Bruno East.
Bruno East region
yes.
in Kransa North.
Yes.
I wish you well.
As an independent candidate.
As an independent candidate.
Yes.
What kinds of sudia? Say we as an independent candidate. I want Kransa North. Currently, seat no Krawine.
A grand DC. Yeah.
NDC in the cross seat.
Many penny Joseph Mensa.
On the cross seat this year for the NDC.
Yes, Ogusu Yebi. Your bomb say Boba say on ye obey me I be
another deputy defense minister.
Dero no. Odro, yeah.
Okay.
Odro. There was some consensus in here. Look. We see a constituency in history kakra. Ora Martin. In 2004 ni change.
I'm watching. Oh, the constituency na
yes, I'm watching.
Okay.
Canada
Martin NPP.
Yeah, Canada in Kransa North and Kransa South. 2024. And ora for be change. And now constituency
2004.
Yes, 2004. Now ora Martin be so. And the unfortunate thing they see here. And to office, by election around Derek Odro and a bit transfer to occur 4 times.
Oh,
around 1 year, the obit my year. Over there, so by or born home the power. You know, can say, Yenia, Joseph Mensa and a tear so. The obit me Oguso, yeah. I pray that he obit my more than the OECA. But I believe that a Bribian do Yame 2024 or 2025. Me say a memory. Now, Mamma Quanam Besumosua. You beat him so boy the penny for a baby. No, yeah, be account.
But your own grandson of now, I saw Kaicha Usu. Sir John was scanning in Anno, never equity. I was also the MP. And so other Bamonjina Mundiwai. Say, Otem grandson and Neman Temo be an achas who Usu by house of a PMP at Sikabel will be a monje. Samoka says Sir John Whale Monos, scanning in a Achimota Forest and Sassi or Moton in a papa winner, then the woman. Special prosecutor cry friend no. Oh no. Me young consul. So how about Mr. When you get in the there's something wrong with Ghana. There's something wrong. Almost we are in this kind of we are. Then they decide to behave, say they are smarter until Okwa could secure the home. Ewo MP, Ewo Parliament. I do my chance also so bad. Beside I was saying now I'm watching and the unfortunate happen. The unfortunate thing happened here. Now I'm watching by the MP from Kransa. And or a diplomatic passport, no, they call drugs, and on channel. Is that unfortunate? Madam for mom jam asem na yɛnkɔ yɛnim na nsɛm bi wɔ ha yɛmpɛ sɛ yɛbɛkeka What's African na Ghana they always think say everybody is a fool. So this is what they're gonna do. Omunya is answer some can because Ghana your forest that chemota no. Sir John Bell lead lead forestry commission on the watch as who's no more catch chemota forest in Atontoye. Sir John will money no deal never be ourselves a copa MP in Kransa. Kransa no from Pajamon Pian Oba Scaramonje. Monje na monchre ni nyanza. Say achemota forest no tonye no. Momo dia on family mo se John scan so the man as be na se John pagya de man to no eno no de ba no esra mo ngina mundi na African panyifo mo nka no kurenti finance minister itimi ko gina ba bi she Ghana for nyina bo say we are not going to go IMF African leaders no wa hon some American sa no mo te pa che mo nko be finance minister nsem o kan ya na o de Ghana e ko IMF na yɛ se president so ene je ho a o be kan je se yɛ clear ko yi hu ade yi.
We are not going to the IMF. Whatever we do, we are not. The consequences are there. We are a proud nation. We have the resources. We have the capacity. Don't let anybody tell you. Like when Joshua, Caleb, and the 10 others went to spy on the promised land. And only 2 of them came to say that we can do it. And the 10 went around the community murmuring, you can't, da 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 da. We are not people of short sight. We are not going to the IMF. Whatever we do, we are not. The consequences are there. We are a proud nation. We have the resources. We have the capacity. Don't let anybody tell you. Like when Joshua
Wahu tro. They are all liars. I don't know you can tell them they are all liar boys. They are all liars. Na mensa kan offer for bako ha. Na the line idea you is 05081177781. Menu ya Gideon, but I want to say.
Onyankopon ada Roma me hoye na mpacho me so e.
Menso nyame adom menso me hoye pa. Me wo gidi se nkomo ya twetwe na wa follow.
Oh, me mani di achiri pa, mani di achiri.
Program here 1 hour with Munufi nti boneto fama yi nyama na ya boboso ni nyina.
Okay, and meda wase ene akwanya and nso wode amame ansa na meko ene kasemu no ABC candidates o motwero ni nyina mesre nyankopon nimde ene nyame ahoɔden edita wo nachi na mehye won se ono ankasa so mbo won tirimu se omokɔ akɔgye nkunimdie ede akɔ mo various homes na omo enyi ede aba abɛkyekyere Ghana ya ene ahwe ase sisan se oman bia ani da so ene ne mabunu te se wona wo masi so a omo twe BC nti nyankopɔn enka omo ho na mawie ne saa no mechia NDC fo a omagye bre etie wo nyina na machia Ghana ni a onye NDC ni mpo na oye NPP ni a na ni da so asa isa na mamuo bone niema enkoye nti no kese oman no pa ne ho a enhu na sinema ho kyere aba ne so na waye na dwen se coming 2024 ode ne ntoma ebebo ye ne a ye NDC fo ye dia no na yakoto aba dia ma yewura John Dramani Mahama mechia wo mu nyina nso na ma follow conversation na ekoso no bebre ene mesre obi a wo platform yisu bia won share esanse ye won sempa edema omo ene kasa no ebeye a little bit educative nti mesre obi a share emfa nkwa akire se de beye a ebeduru akire ama obi a enyamu chefa na mesi nnense mu no o kan bibi edefa African countries me pese me pick free ho aden na ye poor ye resources ni nyina bi
okay
nanso ye poor but oko other world na enye sa na tie anokwa sempa e wo mu ne se asem na obisa e na so pa na mo mebɔ ne tia wo ma na se mebɔ ne tofa ama amanfo ati se si a me ne wo kasai oko Japan tariff on agri produce and I say raw materials, cash crops or no, at that 34%. Oko other European countries are tariff on agri produce at 30%. But semi-finished goods, tariffs are at that so 4%. So yani ayewo Africa, most of us ye economy ni agrarian economy no. Ni ye timi e produce ene ye cocoa, timber, ene sa ne no cashew. Nti no the world system no and I say world trade system no a place here a disadvantageous position to me any other world no en compete e mani ye da biarada. This is one of the major factor. Ema ye wo bibia nanso ye ho enso ye ho so adware. So until say the black man, until say African for ye be realize na ya kan ye resources ni nyina gum na ye de akogu pool ba kumu na de Ghana ewo cocoa a Nigeria beba befa cocoa na fisa pool no 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 so supply Ghana oil na Kenya ewo memfa say diamond a South Africa the gold bekwa akoma no so age until say ye be kan ye ho abomu saa te say de ye nana Kwame Nkrumah Julius Nyerere Emperor Haile Selassie no ye o madwen say na nkomo pe African unity no until say ye be kan ye ho abomu no menye sure say niema bi besisa say de ekoba sai saa na ebeko na ye wie ni saa no ma mentensi Ghana nsensem mu. I think say the discussion no center around Honorable Isaac Adongo MP for Bolgatanga Central. Ne statement o make yes say we will isolate, arrest and prosecute NPP. And in another danko Akufo-Addo any inept administration ya I think say ne asema that post pono so ayesi ne koso no. Okay. Meda wasibiem. Na unim ewiase anase amman akɛseɛ bebree ɛwɔ ewiase ma before 1930 na wɔn bɔ brɛ ɔmo ahoɔden sikasɛm mu atɔ baha atete apansam te sɛ deɛ Ghana deɛ ɛteɛ ɛnnɛ yi utresi back te sɛ China somewhere 1930 1935 mu hɔ na ɔmo bɔ brɛ wɔn ni ɔmo ho hwee na ɔmo te sɛ deɛ Ghana ɛteɛ ɛnnɛ yi. Medano mede yemfanto ho kyerɛ wo sɛ France yɛte IMF somewhere 1944 France na yɛ ɔman a edi kan kɔ IMF ɛkɔkɔgye bosia followed by Japan esan sɛ na nneɛma nkɔyie wɔ hɔ nanso na yɛnhwɛ China bɔbrɛ yɛnhwɛ France bɔbrɛ wɔ wiase na yɛnhwɛ Japan I think say ɔmo ka yɛntimi nyi aman ahodoɔ a ɛbɔ ɔmo ho mmɔden bɛyɛ du a yɛbɛyi saa kuro wei ɛde afiri mu na mpo no ɛba purchasing power parity a China ɛna lead the whole world a ɛkyerɛ sɛ ne economy ɛgyina ne nan so paa na ɔman a na 1930 ya tete apansam a ɛnyɛ na ɔmo ɛnkɔ ɔmo anim nneɛma bibia gye agu te sɛ Ghana esi dɛn na ɔmo tumi sɔre ɛba bɛdi wiase dwadie anim saa mmerɛ a yɛrekan ne nyinaa yɛ nhyehyɛ papa na nhyehyɛ papa no ɛyɛ ti papa a ɛso daeɛ ɛwɔ a na ɛwɔ kyɛ sɛ menka sɛ mpanyimfoɔ papa a wɔn nyaa yɛpɔtɔ kasa yɛbɛka sɛ able leaders ebi ne chairman Mao Zedong nhyehyɛ a wɔde bɛgu hɔ sɛ yɛn deɛ yɛbɛ adopt the communist principle na yɛ apply ofiri mu a 1976 a Bama wo bɛfa no Zimping a ɔbaeɛ nso bɛtoa so ɛde nneɛma bebree ɛkeka bɔ mu na China agyina ne nan so sɛdeɛ ɛgyina sesei no na neɛ adan na wɔman Ghana deɛ sɛbio yɛkyia na yɛkɔ ɔman no hyɛ reverse gear a yɛatia accelerator no so a America tenten yɛde kɔ yɛkyi obi bɛbisa sɛ adan okasa mo na wɔka sɛ Ghana is almost a failed state Ghana a failed state not almost Ghana a failed state on paper ɛna yɛbɛtumi aka sɛ Ghana a weak state but reality on the ground so no Ghana a failed state. When we say failed state a state that is unable to perform the two fundamental functions of sovereign state ebia a failed. What are these two fundamental functions I can want me? Number one, it cannot protect authority over 8 people. We need to maybe what they say a man for no so say you say man you say enti oba Ghana ha emra nya adwuma kwan bisu bebre and another danko akufuado yenya invisible force of omo attack a competent court of jurisdiction. It's a clear indication say Ghana a failed state because yenjemra ni rule of law enya adwuma wa ha. Number 2 of that fundamental principle, they say it cannot protect its national boundaries. When I'm saying how Ghana you to wom because over USA as in a military base Ghana those soldiers enjoy immunity than ambassador yede womo aba krowe mukra. This shows to say the sovereignty no kra no yaton the pacho nti Ghana a failed state na nsem bi say ikoso a ade ni nsunsuanso bɔne a edeba ana say symptoms ben ne yeme yehu say oman a failed state maka the 2 fundamental principle a Ghana yetosini wo ho no but ewo other symptoms bi extreme political corruption any decline. Nti no one day one scandal enye ne yete wo Ghana nti we chere say Ghana enema nko overwhelming crime rates and then incapacitated police force. Nti police for and to me and sign sokra and police is responsible for maintenance of law and order.
Yes.
But the time I'm failure or man to live it to expectation no it tells you say or minor and nema and judicial ineffectiveness Ghana and where yenua jechi question yenua NDC niya na or dakoko body Dr. Stephen Okuni
yes
not yen prosecute nipa Ghana say o ye persecute na se wo ye bone na wo other side ne dia yɛntwe na bo so na mmom no mo a omoda na na danko akufuado kukum ebi ne Sir John ɛna Sir John akora acha so wusu ya nne wawie sika nya ne ho atimotansa ase a ye reserve ye 1925 under Gorgesbeck no ono abeton enya ne tefa wo mu nti ode kwa akopre MP ewe ye kuro mu bono Ranzanoff but areho semene say so obi ba na oba be contest a timamufo no ya ye misa questions onye MP mpo ordinance aboye nananu meja pade ya yeja to 1925 ebia ne nananu kra ne yenwo no
sa
ono aban apehwanyanti wo fom afa adidi ne nsa benkum ni fefa di ene nkranza no fofo etie menye entie miye oba ho aba be ye MP enye hu nya nwanwa se obetu ohene afiri ni fie se asase no woje aton nti nkranza fo enhye so mbeto aba
we dey
e bia mama
fie mo abo ben hene ye madam papa nana we dey mesiro wasase no kobra ni bi ba beton ti be ni ye
ti se omo abeto ama na
na ese achimota Ghana ya japade achimota asase kura ba aton afa na fie ma no ye ne de se be ko na ado bi antikrumo obecho bi na ko China for
Nia etosu biem ne say yebehu military interference in politics. Ye political way na ye kono yebehu say military de ne hu bewram enye hu nyanwanwa se sub region no mu ECOWAS eguso a ekoso bebre because kwan bi so now say me support ku but democracy ye practice wo West Africa no me pa cho democracy ana democracy na ye practice ene ye kwa batwo so a techi my south ye bo ye nuanom be nson tuo eku omo te se nkotira sebe enne enan hyefam a omo nka ye ho democracy na ye practice na blekuma ye bo bi tuo ku no aya waso west wagon by election ye bo ni patuo a ebi adidem na brabo asei ebesi nne democracy ene ye practice na ye nua kaka Mohammed anoti ejura chere na dwen social media activists na wo pese edwire tumpon ye koko kumuna ye de ye politics ni wo na chi Asante regional minister etu delegation bi military police omsuko tutu ekum nipa wo ho no. Is this democracy? Inti kunye but democracy na yes ye democracy no so no enye up to standard.
But I think
Substandard
better change cool. One who say sometimes we need to compare the two. Now you who say although say we have leadership problems in Africa, but to send my exhibit in the channel. So cool leaders and so bad, they're also going to do the same thing. A problem in Africa and as a DNA African.
Me ne wo wo adwenkro mu medikan condemn say me mani nji ku ho mani enye ho na mom say yese ye be ye dia wo say ye ni ye ye nyina nim setete no ana say immediately 10 years after independence no the ba ye say ku nti ubehu a Uganda na Idi Amin asori no di so ukodia Congo a Jel Bedel Bokassa no di so oko Togo a Nyandema Yasangwe Ntiane na wabedi so yenya sa rebel leaders no Cote d'Ivoire Felix Houphouët-Boigny wahu yenya ye ni yemu enye na ye switch akọ the third wave of democratization no ye nyina shift na ya akọfa democracy ene ye de koye democracy no enye ye dia ne origin free Greece na ye wakwan a ye fa so a ye practice no ena European countries no so be fa so say ye say ye dia ade na ye emulate the good things na omo na de ye no na ye practice ne sa na mpese me kire no.
All right.
Matias
pa. Matias.
Inti yes system of government no enye me pacho me wo
okay.
Inti sa niema we nyina afirm the claim say Ghana a failed state. Omanya asay omanya atobaha omanya neka amene no omanya ontumi ntua naka na wodi draconian laws ejigiti mamufuo sika ebi ni domestic debt restructure program ebi ni e-levy ebi ni COVID tax na je say yare bi ba sesi a na say malaria ne na e bank e beji malaria tax because aban
yes
wahu nti omanye sape eche say a failed state now Bank of Ghana are writing off sika a car state-owned enterprises edin ni nyina was say we writing it off sa temi enema honorable Isaac Adongo of Bolgatanga Central ebekasa ya ene eye topic a ye discussing say ye ka say obi a write bibi offer eye brofo kasa ni nyina na say ya cancel record of debt ya cancel bad debt bi ya twam nti Ghana adwumakuo state-owned enterprises omaino dwumakuo bi te say GRA bi te say VRA bi te say Cocoa Board eno nom ne ye kan bom kan say state-owned enterprises a car what the Bank of Ghana no Bank of Ghana say what the one ani tumi mu we ka sa kanum obi baby say adenti ne yetimi twaka mana say bank a write off debt e yedi entia number 1 when they are convinced that you cannot pay the debt untimi ntua kana omo be writing it off. Number 2 say we overburdened with tax abinance satuo asanya gu so ebra we de kanumu a because Bank of Ghana na ye Ghana Japade we betimi agina sa ade no so na we writing it off. Afen so now this is abanya or say or shifted from taxation to production. Na penso and a state-owned enterprises intimi producing yield any profit into just a Bank of Ghana at the neka echeno. Now, the 2023 media review budget statement, Ken Oforiatta not too long ago, Ekachre Ghana for say they have turned the corner, which is an idiom a say Enyama jina na kwan so a ye ewo Ghana ha me nuanya saa na tie.
Saa pepepe asechira no.
So se niema ye enyama ekọ nanim a me question a me bisa ne say Argentina state-owned enterprises ntimi take advantage. Enya adwuma enya profit and fan settle or debt. Na Bank of Ghana say write it or debt off. Na unim boni a ewo saade we mu. The question some of us ye bisa say the Bank of Ghana engage Parliament because Parliament is a major stakeholder because they represent Ghanaians. Me am Chimanyi, me krom MP jina manamu. Honorable Haruna Seidu Wenchi ojina Wenchi fu anamu. Oko Techimai Nofa, Honorable Elizabeth Ofosu Ejare MP Papa Obapa ojina Nenkrofo Obaya Santua ojina Techimai Nofo anamu. Oko Transat Sauta Honorable Ajekum ejina one anamu. Oko Nkranza Nofa MP Papa Joseph Mensah Honorable ejina wamanamu. Inti Bank of Ghana decision will take ye or engage Parliament House ana answer ye debi. Ipacho who follow me?
Me follow ba.
Answer no eye debi. Na che say o man fa buo amma Parliament House.
Debi.
Na abeda di pefe sa na ye say ya ye ka ho asem akoso ama ye hu say governance under Nanado Dankwa Akufo-Addo is nothing but organized crime. Kaba bi ne ya form say ya de ba be di bone. Nti na me de bia me de John 10:10 ne describing NPP amamuo orifo ma just oba be via na wakum na wasay. Nti organized crime na John Dramani Mahama eba na waba be ye ni yie.
Sa.
Exactly. I think say the appropriate way yene a ye do Ghana yene a ye pe Ghana nkanko yene a ye pe setimamuni no ho tono no ye be adopt anase ye be use ni say we will isolate, arrest and prosecute these perpetrators of crime na ekoso sesei no
mate
enti me pacho mame 3 minutes bi mesrew na me mon papa enti me honorable Isaac Adongo eye adwene na ne me pesa me de conclude ni me nua obegie de say in 2022 alone Bank of Ghana actually 60.8 billion Ghana cedis. 60.8 billion Ghana cedis.
No correct.
John Dramani Mahama Bedi Ade no 4 years on also bosia 54 billion Ghana cedis.
There's a Bank of Ghana shiska kwara chen ya DBA we ase wo.
2022 nko ahụ. Eka Bank of Ghana boy no 60.8 billion Ghana cedis. Nietie mi bia betimi agogo Bank of Ghana lose 60.8 billion in 2022. Story ne beba Ghana Web, My Joy Online, Peace FM Online, omu nyina e report ye. Nti obetimi akan. And na Mahama 4 years no ono no bosia 54 billion. Inti Kotoka International Airport na yehu no e kan 54 billion no ho. Eye Kaswa interchange eka 54 billion no ho. Circle interchange 54 billion no eka ho bi. Pokuase interchange eka 54 billion no ho. Tema interchange no 54 billion no eka ho. University of Ghana Medical Hospital eka ho. Tema Maritime Hospital 54 billion no eka ho. Oko Techimaya ye kromu e-blog mienu na NDC aban de ma ye no eka 54 billion no bi. Oko wenchi a mpuntujuma eko so bebre eka 54 billion Ghana cedis ne ho bi.
No correct.
So, sa 60 billion ya ehegu ye. Enye Ghana eni na tutu egu ni nsem. Enye yensa na asifam.
Sa.
Ya edo so sen bosia 4 years NDC yusu ye no. say 6 billion muya ene da so. Nti asema Ghana ni ebisa ne se bone ben na Ghana for aye na mampanyin na nado danko Akufo-Addo any the economic management team abaumia eda no bone ben na yaye omo na bank of according to the Bank of Ghana Currency Act 1964 Pacho memin Currency Act 1964 when government goes into crisis, and I quote, the Bank of Ghana can advance overdraft and short-term loans. But the law says not more than 5% of a total revenue of the previous year. Say omai no kwa ahwenyahia mu omai to abese no te say de ne Ghana agigye Bank of Ghana betimi aprenti sika e de aso aban na sene no de obetimi ama ne short term loans na mom
do you refer to the revised act but me say internet to also
exactly
yes
enti no enwo say ebro 5% of the total revenue of the previous year. What you say?
Yeah.
But Bank of Ghana ato akoswa print more than 30% without the notice of Parliament, without approval of Parliament.
So what it means the governor of the Bank of Ghana or act illegally.
Exactly. So bibia ni won say omoye organized crime a omaka omo abom so omo di Ghana wu. Na to me hye wo nsam no obetimi apesi omo. So the only thing
opposition we take them on.
Ghana exactly Ghana for nya John Dramani Mahama. Any NDC mu ahotoso na yanto aba na ma omo. Saa time na bonne ne awudifo we akwa akotena nchen na yatimi apeke omo ye be isolate omo 1-1 to say the honorable Isaac Adongo kan no ye isolate omo so ayen ya de mraya aduma. So we will not persecute them, we will prosecute you ye de obegina mra nim na se wudifo a ye detain you enti achia ne mu ye de the same kasa bebuo no nyina ye nyina nya NDC John Dramani Mahama mu arehemu na obeba ama Ghana enema atoto ye de ama ye meda wase once again for
what boy say me nyina atofa wa hit ni nyina ama ye enti meda wase papa
enti se enei IMF aye koi se aban we ye serious no se mu me nya IMF no government appointee bia mfa na yimra ne passport mra ya sizi
okay
ye ko hwehwe modan mu nyina sika ombenya bebro IMF die 10 times bebro IMF die 10 times
aban na born no appointee
one more we e na ehihye wo mo ho enu nti sa aban no kan say mom ye mo search starting from Chebi na Akufo-Addo ho Gabi ho we ho ne ahwe sa ne mani nyina ne akoba umia ho ne free ho ne akọ papa ya o she why she te o to Bible finance minister
I will say after asemo sika na my wia ma say obi mpasse obi sumye nyina eyempa na general mosquito kana because sika na ye wo ministers na aban we aswafo ndam no ya kan nyina boma Ghana hia IMF bi akọ hia IMF ko ba bi omode man na dunu no na bisa for program 1 hour with Munufie say na me kan no da bi anka me trust me streaming within 1 hour na me say for now the market I think say 1 hour 18 minutes na enya hwe me pese ye hwe His Excellency John Dramani Mahama okusia okoye interview kitwa bi ntimi pese you follow sa interview no na afeidie yitie ne kakra bi ansa na the program akwa wi nti nne no ye extend a little bit ebi na say na fusu gidi suggest say enka ye ntwenko anim kakra but me feel be within 1 hour period there okay but ye kwesa about 9 to 10 minutes video when we are the comments kakra bi ma aba na WhatsApp messages say binim so assign dey aba dey asoso nti pepacho oma yemko na yenkwohwe.
If NPP in fact breaks the 8, how would you react?
Well, there'll be a breaking of the 8, but it will be a breaking of 8 years of corruption, 8 years of arrogance,
8 years of impunity. That's what's going to break 8. So there'll be a breaking of the 8. Ghanaians are going to break that 8.
You're very, very sure.
Oh, there'll be a breaking of the 8.
Yeah.
But the breaking of the 8 is going to be the breaking of the maladministration that Ghanaians have been through these last 8 years. It's going to break. There's going to be a new dawn.
What's your confidence level?
I'm highly confident. Since I ran for the primaries, it gave me the opportunity to go around the country. And it has put me in the position to get to know the challenges that Ghanaians are handling. And speaking to farmers, to taxi drivers, to market women, to everybody. I mean, they are at the stage where a last straw would just break their backs.
You did a similar tour, though, 2020. Yeah, 2020. Listening tour, I think that's what it was called.
Yeah,
and you went around.
It was called a Speak Out.
Yeah, Speak Out.
It was called a Speak Out.
Okay.
That was to do with our manifesto. We wanted to incorporate the thinking of the people in our manifesto. And so we said, look, we're going to write our manifesto in a different way. We're not just going to get a few technocrats to sit and write our manifesto. We're going to go around and listen to the people. So we went to all the regions and listened to all the people. And Ghana varies in many ways. You go to some region and it's more about agriculture. You go to another region, the issues are about mining and galamsey and things. You go to another place and it's about markets and commerce and things like that. If you go to Techiman, it's the biggest market in Ghana. It's about markets and trading and commerce and all that. You go to another place and the challenges are about roads, Western region and Western North. Roads are their main thing, you know. And so we said, look, let's go listen to everybody. We listened to Guta, we met with Abosokai, spare parts dealers, we met with Ghana Bar Association, everybody. And then we crystallized all that into the People's Manifesto. And that is the manifesto we ran on in 2020. So that tour was called the Speak Out Tour.
Okay.
But it was meant to input into our manifesto. But this was to do with the primaries. And this was meeting mainly our party people. But in many places, the townspeople will not allow only our party people to attend. They force their ways into the venue and say they are all involved in this matter. You can't call just your 9-member executive and come and talk to them. We also want to be part of this. We want to be heard. And so in many places, the townspeople turn it into a rally. And you interact with them and you hear their concerns. Cocoa farmers are concerned about the cocoa industry, the poor producer price. And so if you notice, I called on government to increase the producer price because our policy is that you must pay the farmer 70% of the international market price. Right now, they're paying them far less than even 50% of the international market price, you know. So issues like that, you know, have come up.
I like the point you raised. I want to go back to it again. Entitlement, you know, that Ghanaians are saying that the parties now believe that each party is entitled to 8 years. Okay, whether they perform well or not, they have not finished their 8 years. With this mentality, do you believe that Ghanaians have the mentality of entitlement?
Well, it's not about entitlement. It is that when a president is elected, Ghanaians believe that a 4-year period is not enough. So they are willing to wait and see another 4 years and see what the person can do. The peculiarity is just that Professor Mills died. And then I took over as president. You know, otherwise, Professor Mills would have done that second term.
Yeah.
I ran in 2012 because Professor Mills died. He should have run in 2012. And then if I would have run, I would have run in 2016. That's at the end of his term. So I don't think that it's a sense of entitlement. That's that Ghanaians are willing to give a party an opportunity, you know, beyond the 4 years. And normally after they have given the opportunity beyond the 4 years, they begin to believe that, no, we want to change, we want to see something else, you know. And so that's what it's been. But it can be a sense of entitlement,
Okay. But the discussion of late has been each party is that they are taking turns. NDC, NPP, NDC, you know. So at the end of the day, what they are saying is that all of them are the same. How do you react to the all of them are the same thing, which seems to be creeping into the language these days?
It's NPP propaganda. It's a propaganda of the NPP. They are in their mess, and they want to draw everybody else into the same mess. You've messed the country up. Not all politicians are the same, but they're happy to push that mantra and make it look like, oh, whether NDC comes or NPP comes, you're better off staying with us because if NDC comes, it will be the same. That is the psychology of the propaganda they are doing. It's not the same. Our party has a track record. We have given more Ghanaians electricity than any party in the history of this country. Rawlings started the National Electrification Program and the Rural Electrification Program, which has brought Ghana to above 80% electricity coverage among the top 10 in Africa. We started the digital revolution in this country. I was Minister of Communications when we divided post and telecommunications and created Ghana Telecom and allowed Space Phone and all the mobile operators to come in. We started laying optic fiber in this country, did the Eastern Corridor optic fiber. And so that whole digital revolution started in our time. We've given more Ghanaians water than any party in the history of this country. When Prof came into office, water coverage was 55%. By the time I left office, water coverage was 72%. 72% of Ghanaians had access to good drinking water. We have built all the public universities in this country. NPP hasn't built one public university. They're just good at renaming them with their, party figures. And so somebody builds a university, you come and name it Adongo University, Tedam University, all your people. If you look at basic education and secondary education, we built more secondary schools in this country than any other political party. We built more basic education facilities than any other party. We give children textbooks. For 5 years, NPP cannot give basic school children textbooks. And so there's a lot that our party has done to improve the prosperity and welfare of Ghanaians. And so don't let them come tell us we and them are the same. We're not the same. They should just wallow in their mess and leave us alone.
Wallowing in their mess and leave us alone.
Yeah, they've created a crisis for Ghanaians. Just take responsibility for it and just not try to drag us into this whole thing.
I was listening again, in terms of the breaking the 8 issue, and I think it was the vice president. I said, oh, Mahama, we've beat him before and we'll beat him again. Have you heard him say that? Did you hear the statement?
Well, I didn't hear him say, but I read it.
Okay.
And this thing. He says he knows how to beat me. And
yeah, he knows how
he's beaten me before. That's what I saw, that he's beaten me before. And he knows how to beat. He's beaten me twice, and he knows how to beat me again. But I've never run against him. His face has never been on a presidential ballot paper. So how can you say you've beaten me? I've never run against you as a candidate. It's Nanado I ran against in 2012. I beat him. And then in 2016, he won. 2020, he won. So even between Nanado and I've won once. He's won twice. It's just that he's not going to run again. But I'm sure if he was running again, I would have equalized and taken him out of office. So just tell Vice President Bambia, his face has never ever been on a presidential ballot paper. And so he should just erase that. He knows how to beat me. He's never run against me.
Okay.
It's the same thing when I was in office. I mean, he just kept waxing about, giving lectures about how he was going to handle the economy, how we were incompetent and all that. And I said, look, you've never been in office. You and your presidential candidate, you don't know what it takes to be in office. And they have learnt it. Today, look at them, taking their own, I wouldn't say opponent, well, one of the presidential flag bearers, said strategies, excuse me, no strategist takes the CD from 4 CDs to 12 CDs. He should be answering those questions. And it's a primaries with NPP. So you should concentrate on telling NPP and the council.
All right. His Excellency John Dramani Mahama and Sema Okayana answers or the Yamayan. And I think that he is always on point. Now, NPP, instead of focusing on building the nation, they are just focusing their time and everything on His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. Meanwhile, Mahmoud Bawumia, whatever he is saying, he doesn't even understand what he's talking about. Because you go about saying, say, my beating it 3 times. Also, you've never contested any office in Ghana. Where you're just a running mate and your face was never on any ballot paper. It is NPP muna obedi omachi na wudi throw the chira omo. Just focus there and then lie to them. Now person do NDC ne His Excellency John Dramani Mahama and Sebeka ka ho there emfa. Nti no do mo come contest ni ombe yina baby ano. I think say John Dramani Mahama is available and ready for the person. Nti ye de eno mo eni asembiaka. Economy na o ma say no. It's something we are just thinking about. Nti for and we'll end the show here, and I think say Meda will be asked to say Munyamre na Mohe. Yame ya domuso awachina 1 hour with Munufi Baba. No, I'm sorry, say I cross the 1 hour limit, but maybe you're gonna do it like that. Some days if you say you beat me across the 1 hour, then we cross the 1 hour. Until my main kind 1 or 2 comments be my eba and half a day and phantom so. Opoku OPOC JM is the best. Opoku JM is really the best. Sana strong man Kofi say good job. Beatrice Amponsa, well done, my dear. Beatrice so they out by no. Nana K or say the poor is sleeping because they are hungry. The rich is now not sleeping because the poor is awakening soon. Well, kwasi so or say good evening. Enti messages na by and I think say 1 or 2 be metime ahwe na makan na afedie yade atoa so enso eno no. Farouk Samo, I am needing come first say good job for Mother Ghana. Farouk, and that's also Nyamre now contributed to the show. Enti minianum ene 1 hour with Munufi ha na de basis nyame ya adom no da dom ya ochina ye besan aba na esan aba beto so e ma obi bia ajo. Bye bye.